Alright guys, okay, so on this section of the Mule Jam videos, I'm going to be talking about mule logging and some of the tools that we use in our mule logging. Most of you that watches our channel probably already seen most of this, but some of you newcomers, y'all might find it interesting, and I'm hoping that, you know, some of the folks at the Mule Jam, maybe they learned a little bit too. And you know, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. You know, Tim calls me up while I'm down in the field plowing, and he says, hey, it's, you know, sprinkling rain, everybody's inside. Mr. Tabor's running a little bit behind on his mule versus show mule, work mule versus show mule speech, and could you come in and talk to everybody about logging? And I said, well, you know, what do I need to say? And he said, I don't care, just talk to him. And I said, okay. So y'all know how I am, you know, how I like to do things. And, you know, I have a full-time job, and my mule logging is my part-time job, which pert near is full-time because we're on it every day. But with that being said, mule logging and mules and animals, horses, mules alike, they're my passion. It's what I like to do. So it was easy enough for me to go up and talk to everybody. And I hope and pray I was able to help some of them maybe understand things a little bit better, or at least show them that mule logging is still a viable option even in today's society. And as economics get tighter, y'all, mule logging might actually become, mule and horse logging alike may actually become more of a wiser decision in some cases. But anyway, so I've got this part of the video set up for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it, and take care. But this cart is specifically designed and built for skid logs. It's got a little bit of a cant in the upright, and when the mules step up the pull, it'll lift the butt end of the log up out of the ground and make it easier for the mule to pull. Another advantage with this cart is you can use choker chains and pull multiple logs at one time. And you can do the same thing with head grab. You can pull multiple logs, but on this cart, if you can get 3 logs behind it, they can pull it, pretty much. So the head grab, there's like 2 hooks. I know y'all probably seen them before, seen them hanging up, got a ring on it, 2 short chains, and they'll spread out. You can drive them in inside of a log. And you've got something to hook to right here. This right here, it'll hook right in that hook on that stretcher. And you can do it 2 different ways. If it's a big log, you drive both grabs on each side of your log, and then you can take off with it. If it's a smaller log like that one, you can drive 1 grab in it. You can pull it up alongside of another smaller log. You can drive the other grab in it, and you can carry 2 with you. If you're going to be walking back and forth, and you're going to be, you know, working, you need to make everything count. And if your mules get to where they'll pull better and they'll do more, then you can get more production. This is probably the single most handiest tool that a horse or mule logger can have in his arsenal. It's right here. And everybody sit. It ain't nothing but a big old fish hook. It's what we call, in the backwoods of Tennessee, we call it a swamp hook. What you do with this swamp hook is when you get one that's already stuck in and you can't get a chain on it, well, you just take your chain and throw it per side of it. Let that swamp hook and stick on the opposite side. Pull your mules up there and tighten up on this swamp hook and you roll that log over. You can roll it over as many times as you think you need to. You can also take this swamp hook and put it on the back end of a log, and you can take your mule and scoot it. You can scoot it if you need to. There's about 10,000 things you can do with this thing. You can unload a truck with it if you have to. Sometimes if we get stuck, you got to unload it. Fortunately for us, we run a side loader truck that's got dumps on the off side. So if we get stuck, we just dump our logs off and roll them off with a beaver and get the mule, pull the truck out, and we're good to go. If you ain't got dump stakes on your truck, you take this swamp hook, it's a job, and it's slow. But you can throw that swamp hook up on the front of the truck, and you can drag every log off that truck one at a time. Then when you get them drug off, you can get the mule and get the log truck out and go on back to business. Of course, then you got to reload them, and nobody said it was easy. I just said you could do it. Now what I'm going to do here is I just kind of want to show y'all a couple different methods. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to set my chain up for this one. And I'm going to pull both of these 2 logs here with the cart. Just to show y'all an idea of what it does.
Well, I ain't gonna pull it, they are. It's gonna help. Now sometimes you can take your PV, you can do what I'm doing there, and it works, and then sometimes it don't. Sometimes you gotta use the 1 foot. And sometimes that don't even work. Because sometimes there'll be a bunch of brush over here to the side, you can't get in here and pull sideways. So when that happens, you just say to heck with it, get you a grab, drive it in there and be done with it. It ain't worth wasting all that time over. That log right there, oh, I don't know, it might pay you $10 or $12. It ain't worth wasting a bunch of time over, drive a grab in the thing and go on. Now see, doing it this way, it takes a little bit more time to do it. You gotta roll it up here and get it in position, get your chain hooked up and whatnot. It takes a little time, where with a set of combs, I'd be done hooked and gone. But that's just part of it. But you gotta think about it this way too. If you got a ways to go, you're trying to keep production up, you won't pull one of these logs with a set of tongs. That's one log. I'm finna get 2 of them. When the time it took me, yeah, it might be a little faster to hook, but when I'm done, I'm gonna have 2 logs on the truck instead of just one with one pull. All right. Ready? Pull them up there and get them square. Y'all see how they started backing up on their own? They know that's what I'm going to ask them to do. And I do the same thing every single time. But I do the same thing with them every single time. You know, every little movement. Some of y'all probably won't even notice the movement that they're doing. But they'll do it that way every single time because I do it that way every single time. Sometimes it kind of gets to be aggravating because they'll go doing something before you're ready. But as far as this here, you want to get them square before you take off. And then you want to get them hooked as short as you can. The shorter you hook them, shorter I can hook them with this cart, well this is going to make it. You can see how they're pulling it, it goes back a whole lot there. Now one thing about this log cart, one thing about this rock car or any car is if you go to turn real short with it, you get this line and turn real short, it will turn over. You'll get that wheel down up and next thing you know it'll flip over and do it really fast. Oh, if you don't make a long turn, no, you gotta make a long turn, you let your chains out. When you turn it, try to go out to the side of the log. See how it's sliding that cart? Y'all let me sleep and turn it over. Now the difference between this then and now, I'll show you the difference. Okay, log, there's a lane, and take a beat. Then you use one of these beats to get it out. I designed this lane, all you do is just let it drop in the chain. Do a little that, hang it on, open it back up, push it back down, relock it. And you ain't got to worry about it. Once you get the slack in chain, that open. Like I say, we do this every single time, same exact way. I know what I'm going to do before I can actually do it. Then at that point, you're the chain in. Here's what it is. Now, I'll show you all about these tones. Some tones are better than others. All tones is not created equal. There are some tones that will bite log and it will work good, and some of them slip off. It don't matter what kind of wood it is. Now, if you've got no hickory log and the bark skin off of it, you can just about forget it. So these tones won't be much good. It's just fine. Again, there's all different ways of doing it. One way don't work all the time. So, what we've been thinking, I haven't done a lot of skidding with the car. I don't do a whole lot of skidding with the car with the tone. And the reason for that is because of the angle that it pulls at, it don't get you a whole lot of lift. You'll get more lift using a choker chain, but you can shorten it up. But you can't go so high with these tones, and then you're out of slack. What I'll do, sometimes if you got a log in that bad spot, you just need to get it out where you can get a chain under, it works pretty good for that. When I set mine, I set them diagonal like that. You'll get a better set when you do it that way. Take your foot, put up there like that. All right, Dave, got it. Okay. Maybe y'all, like some of y'all over there might not see it, but I got my leg against it. Whoa. Got my leg against my tongue just to keep it from coming out. Okay. Now you can see we're getting a little bit of lift. Y'all see it? Bump up when I first got that on it. Whoa. This is why I don't use. See how you get more of it. See the angle? See the log is, you only got
Now, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that little segment on the logging demonstration at the Mule Jam. Right at the very end, we got to do we got to participate in the obstacle course competition, little fun thing that they had set up. There was 3 or 4 guys that competed in it. I'm sorry we didn't get no more footage of it than we did. It's hard to socialize with everybody and also try to video too. And then some people just don't like to be videoed, y'all, especially the Amish. And I want to be respectful of everybody, and especially the Amish. We don't want to put a camera where it don't need to go, if that makes any sense. But anyway, we got just a little bit of that for y'all to see. And I did my part of the competition with one line. I wanted everybody to see about the one line and how it worked. So we talked about that a little bit. Not on camera, but we did talk about it in our demonstration a little bit, and y'all can go watch other videos on the YouTube on our channel about one line and thoroughly understand it. But you know, there was a lot of guys there that never saw it before, so I was proud to get to share that knowledge with them, knowledge that had been passed down to me from my mentors and old timers, like Ronnie, that was in one of the earlier videos where we started. Ronnie really helped me a lot to learn a lot about logging and also a lot about one line. But it was cool, you know, to get to pass some of that knowledge on to some other people and let them see it for themselves, to see that's a viable way of things being done. In fact, one of the Amish guys was sitting on my log cart, and when we were swapping over from team lines to one line, I won't never forget it. He was sitting there, and I started pulling my team lines off my team, and he said, "Oh, whoa, wait a minute. What are you doing? This is, you know, your team hasn't been out in public much. What are you doing? Are you crazy?" I said, "No, just hold on a minute, Atlee." I said, "We're going to put one line on them, and we're going to drive them one line." But he didn't understand. He said, "Well, you can't go to the right, can you?" And I just thought that was funny. He really cracked me up. But after he saw what we were doing with one line, he understood it, and it made more sense. Now, my mules, yeah, they did shy a little bit. They hadn't been out in public with just a couple times, y'all, and they're still mighty young, so they're learning. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this series of the Mule Jam. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. You know, the idea of itself is to debut your mules that are being consigned to the sale to where other people can come and watch them work to see what they can do, maybe what they can't do. And you get to spend more time with the man that broke the mules. I thought it was a pretty good idea. You know, of course, the weather held us up a little bit, you know, and some guys, they just had wagon teams, and they will tell you that. They said, "Look, we're not selling work mules, we're selling wagon mules," and they spend all their time riding wagons, and that's okay. At least they're honest. But y'all, I thought it was a good idea, and we really had a good time. And thank you, Tim Haley, Cindy Odell, Will Gregory, all the partners on the committee at Mule Jam. Thank y'all for having us and letting us be a part. We really appreciate your time and your efforts that you put into this event. Take care, and y'all have a good one.